Breaking the Rock family drama just took a terrifying turn. And this time, it's not Chrisean in the headlines. It's her sister Chastity, and the story she just dropped on IG Live has the internet in shock. According to Chastity, a woman named Tessa is currently in the hospital, bruised, broken, okay? And allegedly traumatized after what Chastity is calling a setup gone wrong involving Terrine, the woman currently taking care of Tessa's son. And if what Chastity is saying is even half true, this isn't just family drama anymore, this is a full-blown legal nightmare. In her emotional live stream, Chastity claims Tessa just wanted to get her baby back, but was met with screaming, pushing, and violence. She even alleges Terrine called someone to deal with it, and moments later, Tessa ended up in the emergency room. But that's not all. CHASITY also hinted that Chrisean knows more than she's saying, and that everybody's acting like they scared of the truth. Now fans are flooding the comments demanding answers. What really happened to Tessa? Who is Terrine? And is this just the start of something even darker inside the Rock family? To understand what just happened with Tessa, you have to go back to the beginning, to a fractured, volatile family dynamic that's been simmering for years behind the scenes. And right at the center, the Rock sisters. You already know Chrisean. Rock, the headline magnate, the reality TV star, the wild child turned celebrity chaos queen. But what most people don't know is that her older sister, Chastity Rock, has been quietly carrying years of resentment, guilt, and protective anger, especially when it comes to the kids. And that's where this gets dark. Because long before Chrisean ever went viral, Tessa was one of the only girls in their extended family who tried to stay out of the spotlight. Described by old neighbors as the soft-spoken one, Tessa had a son young and struggled to stay stable, bouncing between family members, shelters, and temporary homes just to raise her child. But in 2022, things reportedly hit a breaking point. According to leaked family text messages first posted on a burner Reddit account back in March, Tessa allegedly left her son with a cousin named Terrine for a few days and never got him back. That's right, Terrine, who is not a legal guardian, allegedly refused to return the child, telling the family, "She's not fit, he's safer with me." At the time, most of the family stayed quiet. Why? Because Terrine reportedly had ties to Chrisean's side of the inner circle. She helped babysit for one of Chrisean's close friends, and even posted old photos with Chrisean backstage at a club show. So suddenly, a custody tug-of-war started forming behind closed doors, one that never went through the courts, but allegedly involved threats, screenshots, and screaming matches at family functions. And in the middle of all this, CHASITY. Sources say Chastity was the only one fighting for Tessa, making calls, begging for help, and even showing up unannounced to Terrine's apartment, only to be told she ain't welcome here. And neither are you. But it wasn't until last weekend that everything boiled over. According to Chastity's now deleted Facebook post, which was screenshot before she took it down, Tessa had been planning to confront Terrine in person for weeks. She allegedly saved up money to fly back to Maryland from Atlanta, where she had been trying to restart her life. In the post, Chastity wrote, "I begged her not to go alone. I told her it wasn't safe. But she said, I'm his mom. I'm getting my baby." That's the last time I heard her voice before she called me crying from a hospital bed. And what happened at that confrontation? We still don't have the full story, but witnesses claim Tessa showed up at Terrine's apartment complex, knocked on the door, and what happened next turned into a screaming match that spilled into the parking lot. Some say Terrine shoved her. Others say someone else stepped in and things got physical fast. By the time the police were called, Tessa was unconscious, bruised, bloodied, rushed to the ER, and who made the call? Not Terrine, not a neighbor, CHASITY. That single quotes S. Right, she claims she was on FaceTime with Tessa when it all went down. And when the phone dropped, she dialed 911 from another state. Let that sink in. This wasn't just a misunderstanding. This was a deliberate confrontation that turned violent. with a child stuck in the middle. And since then, Tessa has reportedly been refused access to her son in the hospital. Terrine has lawyered up, and Chastity says Chrisean is acting like nothing happened. In fact, Chastity just posted on Instagram, "Funny how the whole world know our name when it's about blueface or baby drama. But when a real woman get hurt trying to be a mother, y'all go ghost. Even my OWN sister." And that statement has fans spinning because what role is Chrisean really playing in all this? Is she protecting Terrine? Is she staying out of it? Or is she using her silence to control the narrative behind the scenes? We'll get into that the moment Chastity got the call from Tessa, weak, crying, whispering into the phone from her hospital bed. She hit record. And what came out of that recording? A raw, broken version of the truth in a voice note now circulating on social media. Tessa can be heard saying, "I didn't even get through the door before she started screaming. I just wanted to talk. I swear I didn't come to fight," she said. "He ain't your son no more." And then she grabbed me. But here's the twist. Tessa doesn't say Terrine was the one who got physical. She says it was someone else, a dude I've never seen before. I think she had him waiting. I think it was planned. That one line has turned the entire internet upside down. Because now the story isn't just a family argument gone too far. It's possibly a setup involving a third party, hired or persuaded, to protect Terrine's custody grip and take Tessa out of the picture. And the implications are horrifying. According to Chastity's latest IG story, which she posted just after midnight, hospital staff told her that Tessa suffered a concussion, to fractured ribs and a bruised jaw. But here's the sick part. When Chastity asked the nurses if they'd called CPS to check on the child, she claims they told her, "We tried, but the case is sealed. So there's already a guardian assigned. So we're not allowed to override that." What? So now the fans are asking, who sealed the case? Why is Terrine listed as a guardian? And why is Chrisean Rock staying dead silent while her own sister is being shut out of the system? But it gets even more twisted, because just hours after Chastity posted the update, a new video dropped, allegedly recorded by Terrine herself, showing a completely different version of the story. In the shaky, vertical footage, Terrine appears in front of her apartment with her phone in hand. Ranting directly to the camera, "She came to my door screaming, throwing things. Y'all can believe what you want, but I was protecting myself and that boy. I don't owe nobody no kid back who walked away from him a year ago." Period. The internet split instantly. Some are backing Tessa. This woman got beat up trying to see her son. That's evil, period. If she's lying, why is she the one in the hospital and not jail? Y'all always protect the wrong ones. Others are defending Terrine. Y'all weren't there. Maybe she did abandon that child. If Tessa cared, why'd she wait a whole year? This ain't black and white. This is family mess. Keep the internet out of it. And in the center of it all, Chrisean, silent, posting outfits, music snippets, gym selfies, not one word. Chastity's reaction? Fury. She went live again just hours later, visibly shaking, saying, "You could." Social media erupts. Celebs start choosing sides. And someone from Chrisean's camp may be about to flip. Can't leak everything. It started with a hashtag, right after Chastity's tearful livestream and that brutal hospital photo of Tessa hit Instagram. Fans began circulating the tag, hashtag justice for Tessa. At first, it was just sympathy. But within 24 hours, it's turned into a movement. TikToks started pouring in, fans breaking down the timeline, rewatching old family videos, even pulling up ancient lives where Tessa could be seen in the background quietly crying while Chrisean screamed at Blueface. One TikTok user with over 900K followers posted a side-by-side, left Tessa holding her son in a park from a 2021 clip, right? Chrisean clubbing with Terrine in a recent IG story caption. "Y'all defending who again?" That video hit 5.6 million views in a day. And then, out of nowhere, a burner account appeared. Username, @ChrisieTutorialBio. You don't know what she hides. Followers, 0 posts, one post. A full screen. Recording of alleged messages between Chrisean Rock and Terrine, dated just 2 days before Tessa got hurt, and the texts. Absolutely jaw-dropping. Alleged DM transcript Chrisean sis FR. Don't let her come in there bold like that. Ain't nobody snatching that baby unless she'll walk through fire. Terrine, she texting me talking 'bout she coming. You want me to tell? Security to be on go. Chrisean, yay, and record everything. She swing first, I got you. Wait, WHAT. Fans lost their minds. Was Chrisean actively encouraging her cousin to escalate things? Was she coaching her on how to bait Tessa into a trap? The comment section under the leak blew up. Oh, so this is why Chrisean silent? She really said walk through fire like this ain't a child involved. We need a case opened. This ain't drama. This is criminal. By midnight, the hashtag had evolved into 2 battling sides. Hashtag justice for Tessa. Hashtag ProtectorAnetic became the battleground side-by-side reaction videos. Conspiracy theories, timelines, deep dives into Chrisean's messy family tree. But then came the celebrity reactions. Summer Walker posted on her IG story, "It's the silence for me. You quick to go live about Blue, but not about your own cousin." Now, JT from City Girls retweeted the leaked DMs with a single word, disgusting. Whack 100 Blueface's manager went live and said, "Y'all worried about Chrisean? When CPS already involved? Y'all don't know what that girl Tessa did to lose that kid? Ain't nobody innocent." Fans clap back hard. Why Whack always in female business? We talking about someone in the hospital? Not Bluefaces. Streams. Even if Tessa messed up, this ain't the way to handle custody. This is abuse. Meanwhile, TMZ jumped in with a headline. Chrisean Rock's silent as sister battles for custody. Alleged messages leaked trouble at home, but Chrisean still said nothing. Until 2:33 a.m. That's when she posted one IG story, a black screen with white text. "Y'all do too much? Y'all don't know half the story." That one sentence poured gasoline on the fire. Chastity immediately clapped back with a live. "We've been asking you to tell the full story. You're the one hiding in silence. You could have called CPS. You could have helped Tessa. Instead, you let that boy watch his mama bleed." The comments, brutal. "Tell us the other half then, Chrisean. Girl, you act brave with Blueface, but not with family. If your son gonna grow up and see this mess, hope you're ready." And as if things weren't bad enough, another voice memo leaked, this time from inside the hospital. Allegedly. Recorded by a nurse and shared with a family friend. The audio features Tessa crying and whispering. "They told my baby I left him. They told him I didn't love him. That's not true. I fought for him. I bled for him." The nurse can be heard responding softly, "We're gonna make sure someone hears your side." And that might be the start of something legal, because now advocacy groups are involved. Hashtag Mothers Matter Too posted a statement urging CPS to release case details. A Change.org petition demanding Terrine be investigated has already hit 120,000 signatures. And a family court attorney went viral on TikTok explaining if Chastity's claims and those DMS are real. Chrisean may have just stepped into criminal conspiracy territory. That's no longer family drama. That's tampering with custody and obstruction. And just when we thought we'd heard it all, one final clip dropped. A security camera screenshot from outside Terrine's apartment, showing a large man waiting behind the bushes minutes before Tessa arrived. Who is he? Nobody knows yet. But fans are already digging by sunrise. The hashtag justice for Tessa had trended number 2 worldwide on Twitter, just behind a breaking international story. But on Black Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, and YouTube, it was #1. The narrative had taken over the entire cultural timeline. Commentators weren't just gossiping, they were calling out double standards, celebrity hypocrisy, and dangerous silence from powerful influencers. A viral thread by @ShadiBanacha read, "Y'all protect women like Chrisean when it's convenient. But when a woman is bleeding in a hospital begging for her child, crickets. Make it make sense." That tweet hit 340K likes in 4 hours, and the floodgates opened. @Imani_the activist. "This is why Black women don't report abuse. Tessa tried to get her child back the right way. Now she's in a hospital and the world calls her crazy or messy. Nah, this is real life." @MUA_Lee. "Not y'all defending a woman who threw a chair at her baby daddy on live, but dragging Tessa for walking up to a door." @BloggerBree TV. "We've been new Chrisean whiz chaos. But if these DMs are real, she needs to be held accountable, period." Meanwhile, YouTubers started breaking it down in real time. One video titled "The Rock Family War, Tessa, Terrine and Chrisean," explained by @Terrine, hit 1.4 million views in 10 hours. With comments like, "This ain't even gossip anymore. This is trauma disguised as entertainment. The whole family needs therapy and legal intervention," and the influencers. They started picking sides, on Team Chrisean defending her silence. Saucy Santana went live. "Y'all always want the girl to speak when it's not her situation. Maybe she don't know the whole story. Maybe she'll protecting her peace." Tokyo Vanity posted, "Y'all ain't finna bait me into dragging nobody. But just know, not every family member deserves access, period." On Team Tessa demanding answers, Tamar Braxton tweeted, "This situation reminds me of too many friends I've seen lose their babies. The courts better be watching." Black China posted, "I stand with Tessa. If I'd been shut out like that, I would have fought too." But it wasn't just celebs chiming in. Local Maryland news started running segments. CPS headquarters reportedly received over 1,000 calls from citizens demanding transparency. And a community vigil was organized outside the hospital, where Tessa is being treated, lit candles, posters saying "Give her back her baby," and even chants of shame on Chrisean. Then came the politicians. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley posted on X, "We must demand transparency in all custody cases, especially those involving unverified guardianships and familial abuse. #Justice for Tessa." And just as the pressure mounted, boom, 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 CPS made a public statement for the first time in the entire scandal. The Child Protective Services Department in Maryland posted a formal update to their website. "We are aware of the recent allegations involving minor custody, domestic altercations, and hospital reports currently being circulated in public forums. Our agency has reopened the case under independent investigation. We advise all involved parties to refrain from interfering with the process." Translation: they're watching, but the public, they weren't waiting. Hundreds of fans dug up old lives of Chrisean, calling Tessa broke and crazy. A Change.org petition hit 250K signatures calling for custody review. And now, a new account claiming to be Tessa's baby's godmother just leaked a full voice note of the child asking, "When is mommy coming back?" Let that sink. In this child is caught in a tug-of-war so violent, he's asking for his mother from inside a stranger's home, and the world is hearing it in real time. And yet, Chrisean still hasn't spoken. Fans are begging for a live Kate tweet, a response, anything. But all she's done? Post a boomerang of her lashes and a photo captioned, "God got me the comments." Scorched earth. Did God tell you to stay silent while your cousin in the hospital? Your silence is louder than your clout. Indefinitely. Meanwhile, Chastity, she's not stopping. She's now launched a GoFundMe titled "Help Tessa Get Her Son Back" with the description, "This is bigger than family. This is about justice. Tessa needs legal help, and she deserves her child. It's already passed $60,000 in just 6 hours. And word is, celebrity lawyer has already reached out to represent Tessa. Guess who? Lisa Bloom. That's right, the same attorney who's represented women in huge cases against celebrities. She posted, "We are reviewing the facts. No child should be withheld from a loving parent without lawful cause." So now, it's not just a family feud, it's not just drama, it's a movement, and it's only gaining momentum, just when the public thought they had the full story. A bombshell text message surfaced that changed everything late last night. A well-known gossip blogger posted screenshots allegedly sent from an unknown Maryland number straight to Chastity's phone. The message read, "Stop digging. You don't know the deal." Tessa knew what she was walking into. This wasn't about her son. It was about a debt. Wait, what? A debt? Fans instantly spiraled. Could it be that Tessa wasn't just fighting for her child, but also caught up in something darker? Something financial? Something that Terrine might have been holding over her? But before anyone could make sense of that message, boom, an anonymous phone call was leaked to YouTube. In it, a distorted male voice says, "If they keep pushing this, you're gonna see paperwork that blows the whole Rock family apart." Custody was just the surface. The real case, it's sealed. The internet lost its mind. Sealed case. Paperwork. Who's hiding what? Is this bigger than Tessa versus Terrine? And then, the most shocking development yet. A secret emergency court hearing was exposed. According to court insiders, lawyers met behind closed doors with Terrine, CPS officials, and a family attorney tied to Chrisean. No press, no cameras, no fanfare. The hearing lasted nearly 4 hours, and when it was over, sealed documents were filed immediately. That means one thing. Something major just went down, and we're not allowed to know yet. But here's where it gets even more twisted. At the same exact time that secret hearing ended, Chastity received another message, this time an email from an anonymous Gmail account labeled "Only the Truth." Attached, a PDF titled "Custody Transfer _Agreement _rockfamily.pdf" inside. If real, it allegedly showed signatures from Terrine, a CPS worker, and a third unknown party dated months before Tessa ever showed up at that door. Meaning custody might not have been stolen in the way the public thinks. It may have been quietly transferred under suspicious terms long before this fight ever happened. If that's true, it changes everything. Was Tessa set up to fail from the beginning? Did Terrine make a backroom deal? And is Chrisean the third party whose name was blurred in the document? The cliffhanger is brutal. Chastity posted the blurred document on her IG story with the caption, "Y'all ain't ready for this truth." They covering for each other, but not for long. Within minutes, her account mysteriously went offline, vanished. Fans screamed conspiracy. Was she hacked? Silenced? Or did someone in power shut her down before the full document could leak? Now the internet is holding its breath. Because the next leak, the next sliv, the next court filing could either clear Chrisean's name or destroy her entire public image forever. And Tessa. She's still in the hospital, still fighting, still waiting for her son. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. So now the question becomes, what do you believe? Do you think Tessa was truly just a desperate mother fighting for her son? Or was there something darker in play? A secret debt, a backroom deal, or maybe even a conspiracy? That went way higher than we realize. Because one thing's for sure. Chastity's sudden disappearance from Instagram after posting that blurred custody document. That's no coincidence. Somebody doesn't want the truth out there. And the fact that CPS rushed into a sealed emergency? Hearing the same day, that screams cover-up. But let's not forget, in the middle of all this chaos is a child. A child who, according to leaked audio, is already asking, when is mommy coming back? That alone should break every heart watching this right now. So we want to hear from you, the viewers, the fans. The people who have been following this mess since day one. Should Chrisean finally break her silence and tell the world what she knows? Is Terrine really the villain here, or just a pawn in a bigger game? And most importantly, who do you believe is hiding behind that blurred-out name on the custody transfer document? Drop your theories in the comments below. Don't hold back. Let's make this conversation too loud to be silenced. And you already know the minute something new drops. Whether it's another leaked message, a court update, or a chastity resurfacing. With the full document, we're bringing it straight to you first. So smash that like if you think the truth is about to come out. Subscribe if you're ready for the next shocking twist, and hit that notification bell, because this story, it's nowhere near done. This is Viral Right News, and the storm has only just begun.